Good afternoon. Welcome to the Fortunate Fortune Teller, where I'll be your fortune teller for this afternoon. And I'm very fortunate to have you, okay? Just understand that. You must understand how fortunate we are. So, let's get our cards clean here. Get a little selenite. Okay, they seem like they're all good. Plus, we saged them a little bit. Plus, we got our selenite wand here, brother. Boom! Nobody's coming here. Nobody can mess with us because we are the best. We are the ones. We bring the fun because we are the sun. So just know that whatever's going on around your counterpart, they're not having a good time, okay? The person around them is like this. It's almost like that person's a third party of sorts. They're just hanging out. They know they are. They know what they are, okay? So it's almost like comical to the point where all you see is like your counterpart walking around with the mope face. They're all like drinking more, doing this, but nobody cares. Nobody says nothing. It's okay. As long as they destroy themselves and stay away from you, they'll be fine. But when they were happy and healthy around you, that was a bad thing, brother. That's what they had to get rid of you. They said, no, you're not gonna make your counterpart happy and healthy. We got to get rid of you, okay? Because that messes up all the plans. That's what they said, and they did. And they got rid of me, and they got rid of us. But guess what? We're back, okay? We're back, and we're better than ever, okay? So that was what they didn't expect to happen. All right, and that's why you are in the position you are in, and that's why these people are on the other side with the tower, because they don't understand how this is even happening, okay? So let's see what's going on with this chaos over there, okay? So, of course, like I said, what's going on over there? Two of Cups in reverse. So your counterpart now knows who is who, okay? Believe me when I tell you. The way they're looking at this person is absolute disgust, okay? There's no fixing that, whatever's going on there, whatever nonsense, because now they see, your counterpart now sees all the lies coming out of it, okay? Now, because this person made up a lot of lies, too, like to make synchronicities and stuff. That person was also paid to, like, show up in the same exact area as them. You know what I mean? This person has done this before. So just understand, we already knew that. We already seen this coming, okay? Didn't you remember I mentioned this like 3 years ago? So just understand that we already knew this, okay? Okay, we already knew that you were going to try to, take this 10 of Cups from us, okay? We knew that, you weren't going to be able to recreate it either. Because if you could, if it was so easy, then I believe everybody would do it, okay? But just know that 10 of Cups is with us, okay? And with you, 2 of Cups in reverse, being seen very clearly as a con artist who is trying to keep two people apart. Very clearly being seen that way. And that you had help from a lot of those people out there helped you too. So we just want to know what's going on. What you guys want to keep us apart for? We're just interested to know. What was the problem? You didn't like, did I do something wrong? Was it me? Did I do something? Just let me know. Because if so, tell me what I need to do to correct it. All right, so just, what the fuck, you know what I mean? You know what you did. So what do you want me, how you want to handle this? How you want to move forward here? Because there's many ways to go about this, brother. But so let's see. Because I know right now you lack strength. Okay? Because if you had any strength, you'd be able to take out just this one person. How could one person be so strong to take on an entire community? How is that possible? That's the $1 million question. What is he? Well, I told you I'm only made of air and water. So what do you expect? Of course I'm gonna be able to do stuff, okay? I'm amazing, okay? Do you understand? I do tricks, I tell fortunes, and I wait on tables. I do it all at the same time, okay? I'm very good at it. So just know, that's why I'm leaving behind whatever bullshit nonsense that's going on with anybody that's, annoys me, okay? Anyone who questions me or second guesses me, or that is a joker of sorts, you will not be permitted to be around me, okay? Because I do not need that aggravation, all right? I don't need hectic, whatever they are. Whatever people that heckle. I don't need any hecklers around here, brother, okay? They're gonna be removed. So just understand that. We don't tolerate that. Disrespect. It's disrespectful. Just to understand. Okay, so we have very weak people over here with a 2 of Cups in reverse. A lot of disharmony and distrust. Perhaps a breakup of sorts. Okay, because Page of Pentacles, because you're manifesting that to happen, okay? This is the manifestation that even your DM has, because remember, your DM has been making videos since 2021. They manifested you Okay, you understand this. They knew what they were doing. Okay, you're just finishing it off here, Page of Pentacles. Okay, because this person that lacks strength, that was, trying to feel like we're going to, take our 2 of Cups that we told them that's never going to happen. Okay, they're only being viewed now as an 8 of Cups. Okay, this person is a disappointment. Okay, people are walking away because they see how weak this person is, because they couldn't even last 5 minutes in your shoes, brother. They were able to dish it out, but they weren't able to take it. Okay, so now they're crying all week with no love, baby. Okay, we manifest that. And we're being seen as the largest arms in the world, brother. Okay, so just understand there's no stopping us, because if there was, it would have happened already. Okay, so all you did was just create a legend. That's all you did, brother, and I appreciate you. And like I told you, fruit basket is on the way, Virgo. Another fruit basket. Send it to that jerk off, Empress Reverse. Thank you. See you later. Get out now. All right. Go grab my sushi too. Thank you. So just know that this is what happens around here. Sometimes I need somebody to go. I'm busy. I'm a busy man over here. Can't stop to get my food. So I got fortunes to tell here. Just know Virgo handles all this for me. Don't worry about it. And I got somebody watching them too, just in case they think they're gonna poison me. I think they thought about it. So my intuition was telling me they're thinking about poisoning you. So don't worry, they're being watched though. We have them being watched. Okay, because we're a hermit, brother. We know what's going on at all times. Okay, we are very sharp individuals. Okay, we like this hermit stuff too. Okay, believe me when we tell you, we enjoy being by ourselves because we are our biggest fan. Okay, we are the biggest fan of ourselves, and that's all we need. That's all you need in this world is you. Okay, at the end of the day, because when you love yourself is when you can love another person. Okay, you cannot love another person, or you cannot expect another person to love you unless you love yourself, and don't have to be your biggest fan, but as long as you make sure you love yourself, because it's very imperative. Okay, because this King of Pentacles finds that very attractive with you. They love the fact that you're very selective of who you interact with. Okay, so just know this King of Pentacles finds that very attractive. Okay, you feel very mysterious when this Queen of Wands carries themselves this way, but they know the real Queen of Wands. They know they're a good person, so they just know that they don't want to be around this bullshit. Okay, that is why they walked away from it. They do not need this aggravation. This person has been through enough, this Queen of Wands. Okay, so we know what is bullshit. We know what's what. Okay, we know our spiritual gifts. We know who we are. Nobody's going to tell us anymore. It's over. Okay, game over. Okay, the thing's going to come up on the bottom. Okay, and that happens. You got to start over now, guys. Get to the bottom of the line. Got to start over. Go, figure out another way, because it ain't going to work here. Okay, so just know this King of Pentacles told me that too. They said, "Let me tell you something, brother." They said it ain't working with them no more. They said their greed and their lust, it was too much. Okay, they put too much pressure on your counterpart. Okay, they made this person feel very anxious. They got their anxiety disorder all riled up, and then tried to blame you, saying that you're doing stuff. But your counterpart, they're smart, brother. Let me tell you something. They had a private investigator following you, and they seen that you were never doing anything. They seen you never done anything, and that it was this Empress in reverse the whole time. And now that's why this person's sitting there in the 2 of Cups in reverse with a sick counterpart that they don't even care about. So just know this is what the King of Pentacles is telling me is happening, or will happen very shortly. Okay, because they can't do nothing. They can't stop you. They can't say nothing to you. Okay, they're not even allowed. Not even any way. Just in any way, these people cannot even come around you. You're so protected. So it doesn't make a difference. Okay, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, because like I just said, their greediness, okay, their lustfulness, this possessiveness, thinking they're entitled to your energy, this is what got these people weak as can be, because they thought they were big tough guys when they were in your energy, but never thought you were going to take it back from them. Didn't think that was possible. Okay, and now they're sitting in a 2 of Cups. Okay, because you're a Page of Pentacles and manifesting that in a Hermit energy, because when you're in a Hermit energy is the best time to manifest, because you don't have nothing to worry about. We're not sitting here worried about bills and this and that. We're just doing whatever we want. It's fun. We like it. Okay, so just know, Page of Cups, because we got creative opportunities, intuitive messages coming all day. Okay, we already know we're going to be fine. Everything's going to work out for us, because it always does and it always will. Okay, that's why new love is on the horizon. Okay, that's why new love is here, actually. Just understand that these counterparts must understand they are replaceable. Okay, we realize that we can love other people, okay, just as much. So just understand that. Keep that in mind, okay, because once that clock turns 12, okay, and you're still there, you're going to be turned into a pumpkin with them. So that's all it comes down to. I don't know. I can't tell you when it's going to be that time, but I'm going to tell you it's going to be soon. It'll be within the year. How about that? Okay, I'll give you that much. Okay, so just know that this Empress will not settle for anything less anyway. So it doesn't really make a difference. So ain't no half-ass counterpart going to come around here and try to pull some bullshit about how they were duped and this and that and they did all this stuff. Okay, fine, whatever. But show us what's if you can't show us, then you got to go. I mean, it's that simple. We're not accepting. We don't accept half-ass. We only accept thoroughbreds over here, brother. Okay, so just understand that is why your counterpart has been the vibrational match. They're not a vibrational match for you anyway. So until they get away, this is all they are, a vibrational match for Empress in reverse. Okay, High Priestess in reverse. This is what they're because of their lust and their greed. So this is what they attract. This is what that is. You know what I'm saying? Because now this person that they think, oh, they'll let me do stuff, be with other people. Oh, blah, blah, they don't get mad if I cheat. That's okay, whatever, enjoy yourself. But I don't get in relationships like that. So if that's the stuff kind of thing you're into, then guess what? You're not here for this. Empress then wishes you well, okay? Because enjoy yourself. Because it don't make a difference to us because we know what the end result is. Because there's gonna be no love. And then when you're older, there ain't gonna be no growing old. It's just you ruined all the sacredness of it. You ruined the part of sacred sexuality and unconditional love. So that's the difference. This is what that Empress has over you. You want to say they don't got nothing? Well, they got that. They got sacred sexuality, and they have a nice spiritual inheritance coming their way too, brother. So, just understand that just because you think something, don't mean it's true, and that's why judgment is being called on this, High Priestess in reverse. Okay, this person over on this other side that, thought they were gonna come replace you or take your energy and be like they're the savior or something. They always want to come as the savior. Okay, after there's been like something that happens, they usually pop in and say, oh, like the shoulder to cry on. These people are okay, and then they tell them but then they already know stuff, so they're already aware, so they're going into it like already prepped. Okay, like the people say, all right, well listen, he thinks that's the twin flame, so we'll do, what I mean, like they already come up with plans of how to make it that you're fake. Okay, not thinking that the real thing's gonna that. There's nothing that you can do to stop a divine union or what God wants. Okay, so if that was what's supposed to happen, and you went out your way to do that and try to steal that from this Empress, there's gonna be hell to pay for that, and it will be 3D consequences because it will manifest down here because what you did was already done. Spiritual warfare is a motherfucker, okay? So, I don't know, you came at me. I didn't come at you. So that's why we didn't gain any karma. That's why you got all this bad karma over here. And this Empress is just sitting there, Herman Empress, relaxing, manifesting. That's all you guys, Page of Pentacles, Herman Empress. That's all. So, we're just sitting here manifesting. So, relaxing. We don't have nothing to worry about. We go to bed when we want. Eat when we want. Go on a walk when we want, do whatever we want. I don't have to answer to nobody. This Empress, they don't. Okay, because 2 of Pentacles, because we have multiple priorities, we're able to adapt. Okay, we can work on our time management, but don't worry about it. We don't have to worry about anything. So what's the point? We don't have to run. We don't run for nobody. Okay, there's no fire, brother. Okay, because understand. The Ace of Pentacles is already on its way to you. So there's no need to worry about anything, brother, because you are 9 of Pentacles. You are reaping the fruits of your rewards or your whatever, labors. So just know that that's what this Empress is receiving now, okay? An Ace of Pentacles because of their hard work and diligence and the faith, okay? So just know that's a big thing. And that's why whoever tried to take it from them is being seen as like the worst right now. It's being seen as like a real piece of the garbage, let's say. People are not, don't want to be around this person. They're not as excited about their ideas anymore. Okay, just know that. Okay, because 5 of Swords in reverse. Because now people they have a desire to reconcile with you. They don't want to fight no more. Okay, they don't want to fight with this Empress. They said, I don't know, this isn't going to work. We think we want to come clean here. They want to reconcile now. Okay, so this is eventually your counterpart seeing that all this was a test or whatever it was to are meant to happen just to show your counterpart just how valuable you really are. So they will never have a doubt. It's just how valuable you are. Okay, and it's up to you if you're willing to accept that. You don't have to. You have free will in this sense. You could take the high level soulmate, or you could do it the other way. I don't know. It all depends on how far this goes. Okay, but just know they want to reconcile. Okay, just understand that. Who wants to reconcile with you? This Emperor. Okay, so just know if this person comes to you with an Emperor energy, okay, this Emperor will talk to you. Believe it. But if you come with anything, King of Cups in reverse, some trying to King of Wands in reverse type shit, no. That's an instant. You will be removed. Believe me when I tell you, we have security for that. Okay, that watches that very closely. We take that very seriously around here. Reverse characters. We don't like that. We don't tolerate any reverse arcana cards. Major arcanas, okay, brother? We don't do that. So, 9 of Cups, okay? So just know, you always have been the wish come true. Whatever was going on this other side with this 2 of Cups in reverse is obviously showing that it never was a wish come true. That's always now being seen for a nightmare, okay? That's why you always stayed in this energy, because you have been many people's wish come true. And all these people over here, all this High Priestess in reverse is showing how weak they are with no strength, with strength in reverse, okay? They're clearly in a 2 of Cups in reverse, because I don't even think they're with your counterpart, if they were even with them, okay? Like, that's how far this went. If they are even, whatever, they're not sleeping together, that's for sure, okay? And it's all because the 4 of Pentacles, because of the greediness. They were trying to get to your counterpart's money, too. Not only did they want to take your union, they wanted that money from them, okay? They felt that they were going to be able to take 2 birds with 1 stone and get the energy and the money. They really believed that they hit the jackpot there, okay? They really believed, 7 of Pentacles, that your long-term view meant nothing, and they could just come in there and take that from you. They thought that your hard work was just going to be what builds for them, okay? And you were just going to come in there, push you out of the way, and take your prize. Like, kick in your stand castle, and, take whatever you have sitting there. So just know that that's not happening, okay? They attempted to do it, okay? But you got back up, and you said, no, I'm ready. I'll be ready next time they come, okay? And we were ready for you, and we jumped right out, hit you with a fire hose, blew you right away. So just don't believe me when we tell you, when you try to come. When you come up against us, we will always see you coming, all right? Because we're High Priestess, and we see things. We see 10 steps ahead of you, okay? Just understand that. That's why you cannot do anything to stop us. Because how could you stop somebody who's already 10 steps ahead of you? At all times. Okay, and that's why 8 of Swords, you're in a self-imposed prison. And that's where I'm going to keep you until the foreseeable future, because I'm in no rush. I have nowhere to be right now. I'm Italian. I'm not Russian, okay? So just understand, I'm willing to keep you in this 8 of Swords, okay? Because I am not, you see how I didn't even like act like that was a joke, act like it was just, but I'm going to keep you in the 8 of Swords for as long as possible, okay? Because this is what I think is the most painful. I would rather had the 10 of Swords in my back than sit there like this for whatever. You know what I'm saying? But that's me. So maybe you might enjoy that. Who knows? Knight of Swords, because we're very action-orientated. We're very ambitious over here, this Empress. Okay? We're a wish come true. We have to maintain. We have to come, we have to come correct. If somebody orders a wish, we got to show up, ready to go. We can't just come in there half-ass wish, then, we'll embarrass God, and he'll tell us to beat it. We'll say, oh, you're not part, not going to be you're no wish of mine here. And it's very difficult to get back in. Once you're not a wish to come true, it's very hard to become a wish to come true again. So, that's why we take that job so seriously. You must understand, brother, and we're very ambitious and action-oriented when it comes to that. So, that is why we are like that. We want to give people the best experience they can have, okay? We want them to walk away happy. We put smiles on people's faces, brother. That's what we do here. That's our job, okay? People want to attack us for it. So it don't really matter, because not only are you 9 of Cups, but like I said earlier, you're the 9 of Pentacles. We already have this Ace of Pentacles coming, so just know you are reaping the fruits of your labor, okay? You are, getting some rewards and luxury. The financial independence is on the way, brother, because you are, like I stated, a wish come true 9 of Cups. Because again, you just came out 9 of Pentacles, because you got the 10 of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles coming your way, bringing you that 10 of Pentacles, okay? That is where you're going to really reap the fruits of your rewards, okay? That's when you coming together with your counterpart. This Empress coming together with neither a high-level soulmate or at least you know, at best, a King of Cups. So just know that we won't accept anything less than that. Believe it when we tell you, brother. Okay, and we're making that pretty clear. Okay, because we see what's going on over here. 8 of Swords, 4 of Pentacles in reverse, 2 of Cups in reverse, lack of strength in reverse. You don't have any, you have no leverage on us. We don't give a fuck what that is. That means nothing to us. If you think that that's going to make us feel bad about ourselves, you got another thing coming, okay? Because we're moving straight ahead, and we're moving there fast, brother, okay? Because my brother over here, like I told you, we accept the King of Cups, okay? Remember I told you that. Here he is. He said, wow, did you mention me? Oh, I thought it was only going to have to be an emperor. I didn't know. He said, so they got excited, you know? King of Cups said, oh, good. I can still get this empress now, all right? So just know, because we did say we accept them. We also before said we wouldn't accept anything less than an emperor. But like I just did, we cut down the thing, the King of Cups, and that's why he came back, okay? But justice is here too, though, so don't worry about it, because everything is here, and everything's here to go the way it's supposed to be, because you are the one, brother, okay? That's why the devil is trying their best to stop you, okay? This is why they did everything possible to break up this union, okay? This high-level union, God's favorite twin couple of all time, brother. Okay, the 2 greatest of all time. Okay, this devil knew, and that's why he was personally involved, okay? He was personally there, and that's why we personally caught him, okay? And that is why he regrets every second of ever coming against us now, because he knows there's no way out now, and we got him. We got him, okay? You know why we got him? Because the King of Swords is here, brother, and they see everything. So when the King of Swords sees the devil doing stuff, then there's nothing this devil can say. What are you going to say? Well, the King of Swords is a very truthful person, a very, very, very dignified human being, okay? All right? They're very honest. They put their head over their heart, okay? Disciplined person, very, very, has a lot of mental clarity. Okay, so people are going to listen to what this person says, especially when they're defending you and telling people that this person's devil and that they've seen what they did. So remember that. The King of Swords sees everything. Told you that a million times. And they've seen what this devil did, okay? They've seen what this devil tried to do to this empress. And they also see how the empress survived that too, okay? So there you go. It is what it is. You can't say otherwise. The cards don't lie, brother, okay? And that is the truth. So you must understand. Because all like it's showing lovers in reverse, okay? All this person trying to steal from you, all they showed was that they are a lover in reverse, okay? There's just disharmony, there's misalignment of values, okay? This person misrepresented themselves, tried to act like they're you, didn't really feel the way that you really do, but tried to pretend thinking that they were going to be able to, you know, make that last, okay? The only way that would last is if you perished or never came back the way you are. You coming back this way, taking back your energy, it's done. That's why this person has no strength. Okay, strength in reverse. Okay, that's why they're in 8 of Swords, self-imposed prison. Okay, that's why there's a 2 of Cups and a Lovers in reverse there. Both 2 of Cups and Lovers in reverse. Okay, because of their greed. 4 of Pentacles, where they thought they were going to come, they were going to get something out of this. Everybody thought they were going to get something. Okay, at your expense. Everybody thought that Knight of Wands, they were going to get something by, you know, doing stuff to your energy, taking your energy, sacrificing you, this, that, Destiny Swap. Everybody thought, oh, we're going to get everything, you know. But guess what? All you did, that was all a trick to make me get to where I'm at, okay? Because of all the years you put me down. So just know, all the years are keeping me down. Now that's why you're bringing me back up, okay? Just understand that it's the universe working for us, okay? Because everything has to balance out. You must read the laws of the universe if you want to understand why things are working out this way, okay? It's not magic. It's just the law, brother, okay? They don't, I guess you don't think the devil, they don't believe this applies to them or something, because they're so used to coming in, taking, okay? So that they don't follow the laws, okay? That's the thing, they don't follow the laws, these devil people. They follow their own fucking laws, and that's why we caught them, and now they're finished, okay? And that's why they're running around crying like little bitches, and they can't do nothing. Okay, that's why they got King of Pentacles in reverse type people over there, because you got these greedy son of bitches, okay, doing everything possible. This King of Pentacles in reverse, greedy as hell, definitely has this devil here. Like I showed with the 4 of Pentacles in reverse, their greed is the reason why they're in this situation, because they put this over, you know, they put that over everything, okay? They said that love means nothing, this and that. So whoever this was is now seeing that they were completely wrong, okay? Because Knight of Pentacles, because they see how hardworking you are. They see that you're efficient, responsible, that you are the one, okay? They know that nobody's going to be able to stop you, okay? You made that very clear. So whoever came up against you is oftentimes being sent right back down the hell to never be seen or heard from again. And everybody is seeing that very, very clearly, okay? And you know, and there's nothing anybody's going to say otherwise. It is what it is, okay? You know, is real life. People have seen this, okay? People have seen how ambitious Knight of Swords you are. People have seen the action. People see you continually getting better at what you constantly, you know, fine-tuning your craft, okay? People are seeing that Knight of Swords. So just know that is bringing a tower to these people because they do not know how to stop. They need you to be down and out. They need you to be undesirable. They need you just to be beat it. They need you just to go away. But that's never going to happen, okay? This Empress is never going away because why would they? What else would they do? What else would they do if they stopped? What else, okay? Because we like seeing you in a tower. We enjoy it, okay? It's funny to us. We laugh. We laugh. Like you laughed at us. Remember you laughed at us when we were like crying and stuff on the all alone? Remember that was real funny, wasn't it? Okay, Knight of Wands in reverse, and that's why now your energy's all scattered, because everything you tried to took from us, we knew you were getting energy from us. Happiness haters, energy vampires. But now, all that energy's scattered. All anything that you built with our energy is coming apart at the seams, okay? So just know that is very scattered energy you got there. So just remember who has the best of the best when it comes to energy, and that is you, okay? That is why Ace of Swords, people are seeing that very clearly that you are the one here, okay? People are seeing very clearly that you are the one, the Empress, the one who brings the fun, because this Empress is the sun. You must understand again, because that is what people are seeing very clearly, because you're not letting anybody see otherwise. You're not going to come and say, oh, well, I don't give a fuck what you think, okay? At the end of the day, so we tell these people, we don't care what you think. What you say means nothing, okay? And that's when you take control of the situation. Okay, and you say, I'm going to tell you, like I told you before, there's a new sheriff in town, okay? So whoever's in charge in here, not anymore, you're not, okay? And then we open hand smack them, okay? So you must understand, because Four of Cups, we, you know, like meditate, we contemplate, we reevaluate the situation. We've seen what we didn't want, what we do want, what needs to go, what needs to stay. Because you know why? We don't need no 8 of Cups characters around us. We don't need no disappointments, all right? We don't need people that we have to walk away from. We don't need the aggravation. Plus, we know already if you're going to be the way you are, okay? We already know, okay? That's the thing. You have to be in your best behavior when you're around us, okay? That's why people walk away from us, because they don't want to be held accountable by you. They know that you already know, okay? They want to be around these high priestess and reverse characters that let them do stuff. They go into swinger relationships, or let them do drugs or drink, or, you know, sleep with other people. Just, you know what I mean? Just anything like that. They feel like they're, you know, they feel like they just think like that's a dream. That was a wish come true for them, okay? But now it's only being seen as the 8 of Cups, okay? This is what your counterpart was sold on, that being a dream come true, that, oh, you go with this Empress, you know, that's it. They don't swing. They don't tolerate that stuff. They're not like that, you know what I mean? So they knew that was the case. But then they're also, after that, saying that the Empress is like that is also now trying to make them out like they're now they're trying to say this person's loose, okay? But it's like you clearly see that anything they can use against you, they will make it benefit. So that person now is seeing if they perhaps may have caught a disease or something. Just know that it's very embarrassing for them, okay? Because they know that you're right over here doing what you're doing, okay? And they're sitting here, and this person, this King of Pentacles in reverse, and this, you know, Empress in reverse with this 2 of Cups in reverse are not having a good time, okay? So it's all coming crashing down. It really just all comes down to, it doesn't make a difference. It's just when it completely comes, okay? When it completely happens. When this Queen of Swords finally, you know, they will see, because they have boundaries. So they will know with this Empress when our Emperor is in the right state of mind, okay? If they, you know, cut all this fat off, okay, and left this behind, all right? So they know that's the only way they could come towards us. So at the end of the day, it really don't matter. You can't get past the Queen of Swords unless you're doing the right thing, okay? Because justice is here. Whatever these people, this King of Pentacles reverse did bad, whatever they stole, greed, you know, whatever nonsense they did, they're being seen for it very clearly, and whoever helped them is going down with them also, because justice is here, brother. Okay, so that is the end result, justice. So just understand that these people are being seen, they are being caught, and they are going to be caught red-handed, okay? You must understand, red-handed is what these people, because here's the thing, they only had the power when they were attacking you, okay? So now they're going to try to attack you again, and they're going to be seen from they're doing it, okay? And they're going to say, why are you bothering a guy, you know? And that's when that's all going to blow up, because it don't work on you anyway. So just understand that. Okay, so let me astrologically talk to you for a minute. All right, brother, let me talk to you for a second. See what's up here. See what's going on. See what's going on astrologically, okay? Because we got this Empress, and Queen of Swords and Hermit energy, brother, that was dealing with this King of Pentacles in reverse, trying to steal their greed with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. But all they got out of this is a Two of Cups in reverse, Lovers reverse, Strength reverse, and Eight of Swords right now. Self-imposed prison with justice here for them. Okay, so not looking good. What the Devil is being seen in this King of Pentacles in reverse also. So just know this Empress is on their way here. So they are a wish come true. They are reaping the fruits of their labor. They do have the Nine of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So they're looking good here, brother. Believe me when I tell you, because whatever illusions have been shattered about this Empress, okay? Because this Empress is the real deal. They are a real Empress. There's no denying it. Nobody could say anything because the Queen of Swords won't let you say anything. There's nothing you can say that's going to make them think otherwise. Also, you know who else you're not going to convince? This Taurus, because they've seen every last thing that this Empress has been through, and they've seen just how strong they are and still how loving they are, and they've never seen anything like that. And that's what they've been looking for that their whole life, because they never even thought somebody like you existed. Okay, but now they see that you do, okay? And they also see what these people around them did to try to push them into. They see how they try to push them in this Two of Cups in reverse when the clear as day that you were an Empress over here. So that's the questions that these people have to answer over there. That's where the towers come with those people. Why did you put, what is going on? Why am I in this? Okay, it's just, it's so ironic how everything's working out right now that you just, wait till you see it. You're gonna love it. Couldn't be better. You couldn't have thought of it even better. Believe me when I tell you, okay, this Scorpio is going to deal with the worst pain, okay, because this person tried everything in their power to take the Cancer's, light from them. They thought that they were going to replace them or replace this Ten of Cups, okay? No. You're never going to replace a Cancer Empress, okay? We are the champion. We are the water sign champion, the cardinal sign champion, and not to mention the undisputed universal heavyweight champion of all spiritual warfare. So it was not a damn thing that Scorpio was going to come to take, even with the help of Capricorn. It was unsuccessful. And with the addition of Aquarius, they still were unable to do what they needed to do. This is where they were getting a lot of information from, the Scorpio, using it against you, okay? This is how they were trying to finish you off, because this person also was working very closely with the Scorpio. So just know, this was all calculated. This was so intricate and so crazy that it's unbelievable. Okay, but your Mars, your assertiveness, you showing people that, listen, you're not going to tell me who I am. Whatever illusions you create, I'm going to shatter them. Okay, and now I am the new sheriff here. Okay, so just understand, we are the new sheriff. So whatever laws you had before, that is null and void, because we're in charge now, brother. Because we're being assertive, and if you don't like it, come do something about it. Because we have our first deputy is a Leo, okay? So just know they'll be watching our back. They'll be right there to handle it, okay? We got troops. Just understand that we're not all alone like you think. Believe me when I tell you, okay, brother. We're very, very mysterious people over here. Okay, because Saturn is here, okay? Karma is here for these people, okay? This King of Pentacles in reverse, this, High Priestess in reverse. Karma is here, Saturn and Aries, brother, okay? People have to pay for that stuff. People have to pay for what they did to this Cancer Empress, okay? Because this Cancer Empress never fought back, never did anything to hurt these people. So these people were doing all this because they had motives to get something. They were getting money. They were doing something, energy. They had something. That's why they all had something to gain. That's why they all got involved, all right? So just know that was the point of it, to keep them all involved. So every single last person now has no way out, and they're all getting karma for going against this Cancer. Just look at how innocent he is, just sitting there with this big claw. You guys come over and try to hit him with one of them claw crackers and stuff, trying to crack his claw over here. Okay, so just know, we don't take kindly to that kind of stuff around here. Okay, just believe when I tell you, okay? Because I'm losing my blood. Because, brother, they're full of hot air, okay? So just know you got a lot of air in your chart, okay? Because Pluto is here in the 8th house. Believe me, you have Pluto and Libra in dimension air, and if we're planet stellium, okay, that could be the air. So just know Pluto is here for transformations, because you are showing that you are something else, okay? You're showing people that you are not. They are not what you thought you were, okay? They say, why didn't you tell us you were like this before? I don't know. Why would we, okay? Because we're on fire. We're hitting 3 after 3. We don't have to tell you. You tell us, okay? So we don't have to go looking for you, okay? You go looking for us. We don't chase. We attract, okay? Because this Aquarius, they really dropped the ball here, okay? They could have came along for quite the ride, but they chose, they were corrupted, allowed themselves to be corrupted, allowed them to, their greed and their ego to continue. And now they're going to be in a very bad situation, this Aquarius, okay? And have no one to blame but themselves. No one to blame but themselves, because they wanted to listen to other people. And who was that has no one to blame but themselves? This Aquarius, brother. They have no one to blame but themselves. So let's just, we'll leave it there. This King of Pentacles in reverse, that could be this Aquarius. So we'll say that. We're going to leave that on that end because, brother, Neptune is here. We're using our intuition. Neptune and Aries, we are aware that this Aquarius is going to have a bad time moving forward for their actions, okay? Because they went against the wrong one. Believe it when we tell you. And that is a fact, Jack. Okay, if your name is Jack, of course, or John, perhaps. Isn't that another way to John, okay, Jack, yeah. Yeah, in case your name is John, I'm gonna call you Jack, though. You know, I'm not, call me John. No, Jack, I'm gonna call you Jack, okay? Because, listen, let it go, brother, when it comes to that. Let it go, you know, because I'm just gonna call you Jack, so just let it go. Because you're being asked to let go of whatever pain and resentment you've been holding on to. It's hurting you, okay? Can't hold on to this kind of stuff. You gotta let it go. Let it go. The past is in the past, remember? Okay? And the cold never bothered me anyway. So you can't fully be present. If it's hurting you, you can't fully be present in your life if you're holding on to this negativity. Release it and be free. Free as a bird. And that's how we operate here, okay? Nobody holds us down, okay? There's no clipping our wings here, brother, okay? Because we're expanding like you've never seen before. We're expanding at a rapid pace, okay? Because you're being asked to expand. You live in a huge world with endless possibilities. That's true, okay? And staying safe in the known is no longer working for you. Uh-oh. So you're playing it safe. Okay, Dan, playing it safe is not working for you anymore. That's why you're all depressed over there. Oh, can't stop thinking about us. Okay, and it's time to make your world just a little bit bigger now. Okay, it's time for you to, you know, get out of that little 2-mile radius. Okay, wherever you're at, that little prison you're in. Okay, it's not working for you. Okay, that money's not making you happy. Believe me when I tell you, it's time to imagine the possibilities and go for them. Just saying. Perhaps, maybe, you know. Give love a chance. Who knows? Maybe you'll find love again. Who knows? You should give it a shot, okay? But first, why don't you try this self-love, okay? Because remember, I told you this before. You cannot love somebody until you love yourself. So this is our main advice for you, Mr. Counterpart, Mrs. Counterpart. Just understand that you cannot love another person, and another person can't truly love you until you love yourself, okay? So here's the self-love, brother. I'm going to tell you what you need to do, because remember, you are worthy and deserving of all that abundance in the universe. You really are. You really are a peachy person. I always saw the good in you, okay? Remember I told you, you're the only one I could trust, I told you. Remember? I used to pick things up on the floor, all right? And, you know, it's nice to me. Remember, pick it up. And what you do to me? What do you do to me? So just know you got to treat yourself with the love and respect you desire. And then others will follow suit. Because I told you a long time ago, you train people how to treat you. Okay, that's why we don't let people fuck with us. Okay, because when they try to fuck with us, then other people will try to fuck with you. So when you nip it in the bud and you say that's not going to happen, you're not going to come around here. You're not going to come around this fortunate fortune teller and start barking orders. Okay, and think we're gonna, you know, start listening, okay? We're going to come back and say, no. We don't take orders here because remember, we are the sheriff. There's a new sheriff here, brother, and it's you.